Why did he ghost you? Why did he ghost you? This is one of the number one questions that I get. Why did he ghost me? Um, Whenever someone asks me that question, I ask them, well, what was the last time? What did you talk about the last time? What did you do the last time you saw him? What was the last thing you said to him? You know, it's usually the person gets what they want or does not believe they will get what they want. So they ghost you. They don't really care about closure because they're not invested in you. They don't care enough about you to give you closure, and they like to leave the door open so when they get bored and circle back around through their contacts, you're still waiting for them. You know what I'm saying? So when someone ghosts you, it is a form of disrespect. It is the utmost disrespect. So if you entertain that person after you've been ghosted, you don't respect yourself. So I say that people ghost you because there's something about you that they can't have or that they don't want anymore. Okay? That's usually all it is. They can't have something from you or they don't want you anymore. That's it. There's only two reasons people ghost you. They already got it or they don't want it no more or they know they can't get it. So they leave the door open so they can either A, come back and get some more, B, circle around back later and hopefully you're desperate enough to give it to them then, or C, they have something else that's more important than you and they know you'll hang on and allow them to circle back around like a pet cemetery. They ghost you, they bury you, and then they come back around and haunt you. So if you entertain people that ghost you, you need to either A, get money out of it and then ghost them back. B, respect yourself enough to not answer the phone and have already blocked their phone number. Or C, um, ask, "Oh, who is this? I don't remember who this was, and then block the number if you just need that satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if someone ghosts you, just move on. What's the best revenge on your ex? Your idea is to get a man with some money. Ooh, y'all don't understand. Exes don't care. The best revenge on any ex is to do better. To have a man look at Future and Sierra and Russell Wilson. That's the best revenge right there. Right there, that's the best. That's the best revenge. What Sierra did to Future. Okay, that's it. Anything else makes you look bad. Okay. So level up. That's your best revenge. Get you a better man. That's your best revenge. Look good together. That's your best revenge. Make sure he has money. That's your best revenge. Be happy. That's your best revenge. Okay. Anything else means you're still thinking about him and you're still hurt and you still trying to hurt him, which means you're still in love with him. So that's your best revenge is to move on and do better. In any case, um, get someone better. Exactly. So if a man ghosts you, just figure out what you think you might have done wrong, or if that person had true intentions for you anyway. Maybe they did you a favor by ghosting you. Maybe they weren't in it for the long haul and they were just trying to get something you weren't offering. And instead of trying to, you know, uh, make up an excuse of why they don't want to see you anymore, they just disappear, you know. Um, and then they think about it. Well, she was waiting on me. Maybe if I call her now, she'll be desperate, and they'll feel like they can get it easier then after they've ghosted you for a while because now you're insecure. Now you're like, why wasn't I good enough the first time around? And then, they're more likely to get what they want. So they're going to feel like they might be luckier the second time around. hmm Um, when they get some money, they ghost you. They should have already had money to even be able to talk to you. That's the whole point, you know. Because then I understand why they would ghost you, because you weren't what they truly wanted, right? You got to make sure they got money first. Okay. So this is not going to be a long video at all. I'm just going to let you guys know why you were ghosted. A lot of you guys talk too much. A lot of you guys give too much information out, and people become bored with you quickly. Um, Maybe they met someone better and more interesting than you. Maybe you weren't going to give them what they thought you were going to give them. Maybe you turned out different than they thought you were. Because a lot of times men don't really want to close the door because what they really wanted, you may or may not give them later. So they like to leave the doors open and with no closure. That way they can think of a lie and an excuse later to then make you feel sorry for them and then bad about feeling upset when they ghosted you. I was in the hospital. Oh, my mom died and I didn't want to talk to nobody. Or, oh, this, some lies that they make up. So remember, people that are a priority will get notifications about what's going on in your life or why they can't see you or why you're not calling back. If you ghost me, I'm gonna have a date the next day. Oh, you ghosting people? Oh, okay. Well, I guess since you dead, then I might as well go get me another one. You know. Um, so when they try to come back, just ignore them. Um, if someone has the audacity to ghost you, they don't respect you. And when they don't respect you, it means they don't care about you. And if they don't care about you, then most of the things that are going on in the whatever relationship aren't real. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, wow. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Do you do personal consultations? I need advice. I don't have Facebook. Is there a business email where I can contact you, though? Thank you, Sarah Wilkes. That was a very generous donation. Yes, my email address. Um, it's in the description. I mean, it's in the about section of my YouTube channel. And also, yeah, I'll type it in the comments. And only business inquiries only. And don't write me with your life story. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Somebody wrote it in. Okay. Business inquiries only are getting deleted. Thank you. I appreciate that donation. Um, Shira, once I had a relationship when he was upset, he ignored me for a week. If you live in the same house and he comes home every day, it's different. Okay. If you had an argument or a fight and he ignores you, that's different. You know what I mean? If he just stopped talking to you and calling you, um, and he's ignoring you and you don't know what's going on, and there's no emails or anything, then that is a form of being ghosted, but it's also a form of punishment because you are already in a relationship and he's ignoring you to punish you. So I say take a vacation. That's your free time. That's ladies' night out. That's freestyle night out. Go see what else is out there. Give yourself some time to think. That's what he's probably doing. hmm Um, so what do you do if you ghosted someone but regret it after? A little too late. Hopefully they'll take you back if they really liked you enough, but who knows? We gotta figure that out by asking. How long is ghosting, days or weeks? After 3 days, when they tell you, okay, the person been missing for 48 hours or 72 hours, they call the police. When it's time to call the police, that's when you've been ghosted. Okay. Missing persons. Is it easier to hold on to the guy if he has fetish that is considered weird? Like, should I give it? Thank you for the donation, by the way. Um, yeah, because he may be afraid to open up to other people. So if you indulge in it, if it's not too crazy, you probably keep him longer, of course. hmm We went on 2 dates, but he is changing and pulling back. hmm Um, well, Yeah, use your powers to learn back in. Mhm. Um, Hello, thank you for your precious advice. You changed the whole me. How can we find motivation to upgrade continuously within ourselves? Motivation comes from within and also from being around like-minded people. So don't hang around people that's not going to motivate you, and don't hang around people that's doing the opposite of what you're trying to do. Don't listen to people that's doing the opposite of what you're trying to do. Get around some people that are like-minded. That's why I have these groups, and keep focusing, because if you're around a bunch of people that are doing a certain thing, you're not going to go do the opposite, because you're not going to be able to have anything in common with, or um, have anything to talk about, because y'all are two different worlds. So hang around people that are, doing what you're trying to do, or get someone that is also on their way leveling up, and, kind of talk to them. Have someone that's doing what you're doing, that keeps you motivated, because their ideas you might be inspired by. You might be inspired by them, and then they could get inspired by you, and you just keep going. Okay. How do I stand out from the other women physically? Look better, wear feminine colors, change it up, be extra feminine. Most women these days are not super feminine. So if you have the baby voice, or if you're wearing like a really feminine outfit and heels and all that kind of stuff, or you're just real smiley, or you're more mysterious, you know, accentuate that, right? Do I advise body modifications? If that's what you want, like, if you don't feel comfortable with what you look like, if you want to change it, that's totally up to you. I mean, only way I would advise it is if I was the plastic surgeon and I was getting paid for it. So I say it's up to you. Um, right? Thank you. Mm, your ex started smoking after you broke up. He really does have money. He said he's never start what? Um, he is about his health a lot, but he started. What do you think about it? I don't think about exes. Once they're in the past, they're in the past. Who cares? Okay. Unless you got some life insurance, then you don't need to celebrate. I feel like my town is full of 50-50 men. Will go out of town. Um, I support myself. I don't need man for money. I don't need no man for money. Good for you. Me neither, but I like saving my own money. What if he gets mad when I act not interested? We don't care about what he feels. What's he gonna do? Shoot you? You know? hmm Can you talk about Wendy Williams' situation? No. Maybe on another video, but I'll look into it, because I really didn't hear about what happened. I know she's not on her show. I know she had some kind of illness. She Nick Cannon was on there, but I don't really know what happened to her, because I didn't look into it. Um, can you talk about? Oh, I just read that. What if you guys didn't meet yet, but we're supposed to meet, and he doesn't text back? And does it still count as ghosting, just as a physical? It's called being stood up. So if you never met, you were just stood up. You know, probably never intended to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. You're 20. Do you think it's too early for kids and a family? You can't even drink yet. So, yes, of course, it's too early. My gosh, you're gonna miss half your good years. Mhm. Mhm. This guy is purposely ignoring my calls, so I told him to delete my number. Then he responds like, "What?" Um, see, women are triggered easily. They're emotional, so men know how to get reactions and emotional energy out of women. If you just simply just be gone and never look back, you win. Point blank. You know, because women's egos are a little bit bigger than men. Why didn't he call me? Well, how come he didn't do this? What's wrong with me? You start asking yourself these questions, and then now you're insecure. Who cares? Maybe his wife came back. Maybe he's married. You don't know the truth. Um, so just think about it like that. Maybe he never intended on meeting you. Maybe he's like in prison writing you and you don't even know. You know, I recently found out he is messing with his ex, his child's mother, but he keeps making plans with me and contacted me. Should I ghost or take advantage? Um, if you're benefiting from the situation, I say keep going. If you're not benefiting, then it's nothing good for you. Hmm. If a man is ghosting, move on. Right. Like if you're not benefiting from it, like majorly, then what's the problem? What I mean, why are you still there? That's my question. Hmm. Um, he was dating a potential sugar daddy. Had two dates in at his hotel. He won't pay my transport fare back home. Now we both went ghost. He's much older now. I wonder why he isn't calling again. Because he don't want to pay. He don't want to pay for your transport home. I mean, some people have a limit, even if they got money or they're older. Like sometimes you just need to have your own car. You know what I'm saying? Or your own transportation. It's kind of like I always tell ladies, if you don't have a car and you're trying to go level up and meet people and stuff, you need a car, especially if you live in a place where you need a car. Not, I can understand New York or whatever, but you need a car. I can understand cities where most people walk, but you need a car if you're trying to level up. Hmm. Can you make more live chat about looks like hair and hygiene? Um, I've have every video I talk about that. Okay. Beyonce versus Lori Harvey. I don't even think that's really a thing. I mean, anybody would smile that big if they met Jay Z. Okay. Like, seriously. I know I would. I'm gonna be on everybody's news feed too. The beehive gonna be all over me because if I meet him, I'm gonna be looking stupid. Thank you, baby brown doll, for the donation. I appreciate that. So, I understand maybe she's a fan. Uh, he's a billionaire. I mean, that's the natural reaction when a woman meets somebody like that. Natural reaction. You can't help that, okay? Unless you've been around them before, you know, or you trying to play cool. She's young. Jay-Z, you know. Send me like so me ghost when they know they aren't going to get money. Good for you. Um, hi, Monica Brown. If he pays all the bills, why question it? Do you need to entertain it? Yeah, like I sent you the wrong amount. Oh, thank you, Bobby Brown. Uh, Brown baby doll. I said Bobby Brown. How to not be on a boring date. How to not be boring on a date. I know Mickey says to look good. I just keep talking in minimum at age. Mm-mm. You have to create a personality. Either you're mysterious or you're feminine and bubbly. Okay, pick one. None of those are boring to men. Um, hmm. How do you decline coffee date or flip it into a real date? Say, oh my gosh, I would love to do coffee, but how about dinner instead? That way we can get to know each other, talk, share a meal, blah 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 blah. Just say what you want. If he says no, then it's like, okay, well, rain check on the coffee then, and then leave it like that. Who cares? Mhm. You just had coffee. Mhm. What do suggest meeting for a drink or date? I'm not wasting my time for no drink. I can go out and get a drink by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting ready to go to like, if I was young and single, I'm not gonna go to a bar just to meet somebody for 1 or 2 drinks. I'm going for everybody in the bar. Whoever is the best, candidate, that's who is going, get that attention. Not going to meet you, right? How many dates is too many in 1 week? I think 1 or 2 a week is enough. Mhm. Do you recommend glossy lips or matte lips when attracting older men? It depends on what you look like. Some women, I say you need to do a matte lip. And some women, you need a little gloss. It depends on what you look like because sometimes it ages you. It depends on the color of gloss. It depends on what you look like. It all depends. Everything depends on what you look like. Right. Um, thank you, YouTube creator. $5. Oh my gosh. Oh, please don't judge me. I'm 300 pounds and getting weight loss surgery in October. How can I level up in the meantime? What should I be working on? Okay. Well, congratulations on your weight loss surgery in October. In the meantime, you can work on makeup, hair, getting your nails and getting pedicures and stuff like that, taking care of your skin, getting your skin in order. Like if you have a blemish or something, start exfoliating, getting your hair, nails, skin in order. If you have to do anything like as far as dental work or whatever, get that stuff done. Just take care of yourself so that when you start, losing the weight after the surgery, you can feel beautiful and continue on, with those good habits of leveling up. And it won't be overwhelming to like kind of start from scratch. Hmm. Thank you, Naima. If they want a coffee date, do it over the FaceTime. Right. It's like I'm gonna FaceTime you when I get to Starbucks. You can cash at me for the money for my coffee. That's funny, right? Mm-hmm. What about guy that tells you he has a fetish? Would I entertain him? Although I don't want to engage in his fetish activity. Girl, I don't know. It's been too long for me. Like people that talk about that kind of stuff already is like they only want one thing anyway. That's supposed to be a surprise. Right? That's supposed to be a surprise later on. Thank you, Miss Wheat Baby. Oh, Miss Sweet Baby 81. Thank you. Love your channel. Great advice. Thank you, girl. I appreciate the donation. Um, y'all are asking some silly questions. Mhm. Y'all, how many dates do you go on before you go back to his house? Or however many dates it take you to get all the bills paid? Sure, would you let your boyfriend go on a boys trip to Costa Rica? I don't have a boyfriend. I have a husband. Um, a boys trip to Costa Rica. Only if I'm on a girls trip to Jamaica. Um, okay. At the same time, same time. Mhm. Or Hawaii or wherever. Hey, I love the pink bow. Thank you. This is a headband. Like it. Hey Jane. Finna go. Can you close that door when you leave? Because I don't want the noise from the outside. Thank you. You got ghosted by a guy that was my friend, and we were supposed to go on a date, and he didn't show up or call, and now he's blocked. Where are the same circle? So how do I handle this? Mm, start dating somebody else. That's how you handle it. Just go date someone else. And just say, oh, I figured you were sick or had diarrhea or something. I don't know. I had backup dates, so I wasn't offended. Okay. Mhm. See, that's the thing, like, I don't know. I don't know. The type of men that a lot of women choose to date, they're not really trying to be with you permanently. And that's the mistake that a lot of women think about, don't think about. That's a lot of mistakes that women make. They don't think about, is this man trying to be with me permanently? Most women, when they get with a boyfriend or a date or whatever, they're already thinking marriage or is this the one before they even go on a date or even have 6 months into the relationship. They already put the person as permanent, you know, and the man hasn't even done that for you, so you may be temporary to him and you may have put him in a permanent position and you are only temporary. So, my best bet going forward is to not put any man in a permanent position. They're all expendable. Okay. And this will clear your mentality so much better. They're all expendable. Always have your plan B, even if it's mental. Always have your mental plan B. Like, what am I going to do next? Well, if he leaves, or if I break up, or if he leaves, or cheats, or whatever, or runs out of money, whatever. If this don't work out, I always wanted to do A, B, C, and D, or date this type of dude, or do this, or go here. Always have that plan B because that man may not see you in his life for more than 3 weeks. Okay. So don't even think about it. He ghosted you after months of being together and he asked me for the relationship. I got scared and dumped him. Then I got back and found out he was dating with the best friend. Well, you the one that left him. And it's not really worth it anyway if you don't have any money. That's why I was telling y'all, go for men with money. That way, no matter what, you always win. You always leave with something in your hand. You always leave better than you came in. Okay, you see? So if you don't choose wisely and you leave empty handed and you feel you want revenge and all this kind of, that's your fault. Okay? That's your fault. Set yourself up from the beginning to leave with something in your hand. If from the beginning of that relationship, if you know you're not leaving with something that you didn't come in with, if you don't leave with something beneficial, then don't even go into it. Okay? Use your mind before you even get into the relationship. See the before, during, and the after. If it doesn't look good after, don't even get in it. Okay? Exactly. So women should not chase men. Never. Ever, ever, ever. You're in your early 20s, your mom doesn't want time to get serious with a guy until I'm over 35. She wants me to focus on my career and degree. I don't know if I agree with her. What do you Your mom, 35? Girl, nobody gonna want you after 35. You know what I'm saying? You're not even gonna know how to deal with men after 35. Most men will no. I say at least 25 start getting serious about somebody. Then it's gonna take you till about the age of 28 or 29 to even get engaged or to be in a marriage with them. And then you can start having kids in your 30s. By the time you're 35, half your eggs gonna be dried up. You know what I'm saying? So your mom shouldn't be planning your life for you unless she plans on paying your bills. Okay. You ghosted a female because she never wanted to clean her house and got one kid. What? Know what she had what? Wow. That must have been a dirty house. Thank you, Sabs Downey. Thank you so much for your advice. I watched your video before going on a date with my sugar daddy and your tips for getting him to help you move out into your own place worked. He's paying for my apartment. Go ahead, girl. I remember. Yes. I remember making that video. And I also do a lot of those type of consultations and they always work. How to get your own apartment. But good Good for you, Sabs. I'm so happy. Yeah, you got your own apartment. Freedom. Okay. Um, 35 is young, but if you start getting serious at 35, then how long do you have to wait till you get married, then have kids? You're gonna be in your 40s. You know what I'm saying? By then, he's gonna be looking at the 20-year-old. And how old is he gonna be? Because he's sure not gonna be 40, marrying a 40-year-old. So you gotta think about it. Y'all, you need to use your brain. Okay. Um, right. But I am not married at 35 yet. Okay, so what are you waiting on? 45? You know? Um, you don't ever have to get married if you don't want to, but if you want marriage, how long you gonna wait for? What's the difference of chase and seduce? My husband acting up. If your husband is the one acting up, why are you even doing anything? Go have your fun. Go do your thing. Let him come to his right mind. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. He's supposed to chase you. If he's acting up, he needs to apologize to you, right? Okay. You don't want to get married, but you feel like at some point I can use these men for so long until I'm old. Yeah. Well, if you have kids, they'll take care of you. You'll have company. If you don't, adopt somebody. I don't know. Go adopt you some kids or something. I'm 29. Should I feel a way I haven't been proposed to yet? Not currently in a relationship, but always have boyfriends. Okay. Um, you're not focused on the type of man you want to marry. That's your problem. You need to pick the one that is the marriage type, and you need to execute the plan accordingly on to get how to get married. You pick the type, you pick the correct type of man, you move towards a serious relationship. Y'all are playing around. You playing around. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a plan. A plan is always what you have to have. You can't just wait for something magical to happen. You have to make it happen. Okay? You have to make that happen. The next person you choose, don't they shouldn't be someone that's not marriage material. Okay? Most of the choices people make is probably the wrong ones. They're dating for the wrong reason. They're not dating for lifestyle, future, marriage, and children. They're dating for fun, this, and that. Date for the correct reason. If you're that old, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to have a plan. Shoot. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go because I got to go. Hmm. Right. What if the new guy I'm talking to is, girl, as long as you get money, I don't, it doesn't matter because you can talk to more than one guy. You know what I'm saying? Get some money. Get some money because after all those guys leave, if you don't have anything to show, then you just wasted a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Um, I I'm only 20, but I want to thank you, Shira, for saving me from the future mistakes. Oh, thank you, Piccola. Um, thank you. Well, I hope I can help you because, like, I always say, by the time you get at least 25, when you turn 25, if you're under 25, you need the only person or type of man you need to be dating is the kind you want to marry. If you're dating any type of man after 25 that you're not seriously considering or would consider to marry or is marriage material, then you're moving backwards. Okay. That's just true. You're moving backwards if By the time you're 25, you're still dating losers and dusties, the kind of man you don't want to marry, right? Okay. Because if you seal the deal at 25, you date for 1 or 2, 3 years, then you get married about 27, 28. Then you have a couple of years, and then you have kids in your 30s. That's how it's that's the best timeline. If you wait any longer, you're going to be like having a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So be serious after 25. 20, up to 25, have fun. Go do your thing. After 25, get serious. Stop dating losers. Level up in your mind and in the choices of men. Okay? Don't go for how nice they look or how nice they are to you. Go for what's in their bank account, what their lifestyle is gonna look like in 5 years, what their how they're gonna treat their kids, what type of environment did they grow up in? What kind of lifestyle do you want with this person? Are they gonna be able to provide it for you? Are they gonna send you right back to work after you have a baby? Or are you gonna be able to stay home and raise your own kids? Think about this kind of stuff because if you don't, you'll be stuck and upset. Okay. Um, so that's it, you guys. I will see y'all later. I have to go and y'all have a good afternoon.